Hey Kids Worship Team, this is Johnny from New Day, and I just wanted to take a second to talk you all through the best ways to engage kids through the song The Joy by The Belonging Company. It's a great song. It is a little bit more of a difficult song to engage kids in. There's not quite as many lyrical things that are really obvious for the kids to do motions with or body posture with, but there are a couple of fun things that we do. First of all, we have a special arrangement of this song that's in a different order than the original recording. We actually start with the refrain part, and then we go through verses and choruses and all that stuff, and then after the bridge, we go through the refrain part again. And the refrain is the big long ending on the track where they say, I got the joy, I got the joy, I got the joy. It's the joy of the Lord. It's the joy of the Lord. So we start with that part, and then we go into the rest of the song from there. Now, a great way to engage the kids in that moment is to say, I got the joy, I got the joy, I got the joy. It's the what? And have them kind of do a little bit of a call and response at that moment. So you'll say, I've got the joy, I've got the joy, I've got the joy, and then let them do the other part. And that's can be a really fun part of the song. And honestly, that's my favorite part of the song to do with kids because I think it's just such a fun moment. When we get into the intros and verses, I would say have them clap through all of the intros and verses and interludes and that kind of stuff. So we got, this is the day you made, all throughout that part. When we get to the chorus part, you've got a couple of options. If you get to the chorus part and it's like the down chorus or whatever, usually what I like to say is just, let's sing this out with us. The joy is our strength. And that's usually enough. And the choruses are short in the song, so that's usually enough to kind of get them listening and get their attention. So we say, sing this with us. The joy of the Lord, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And then when we get to the post-chorus part, you can kind of telegraph it to them. So you say, the joy of the joy of the Lord is my strength. And oh my soul, bless his name. That's an easy way to kind of let them know what's coming and to tell them it's time to start singing this part next. Now, one optional thing in this song that you could do, if you've got a group of younger kids especially, I think this is a little bit much for 5th graders probably, but if you've got a smaller group and some younger kids, you might be able to do, the joy of the Lord is my strength, something like that, just to give them another piece of posture to be able to do in that part. And then when you get to the turnarounds again and the verses, once again, we'll clap again. Now, when we go through all those sections and we get to the bridge part, what I like to have them do in the bridge is I just say, let's raise our hands and sing this part together. So let it rise up like a river. I think that's a really easy way to get them engaged in that moment. Now, if you're feeling particularly brave, I think this is a great moment to actually do like kind of a concert style, wave your hands back and forth. Let it rise up like a river. But you got to make sure you say something to them. The other day I was singing this song and I said, and I did this thing with my hands up, and then I started waving it back and forth. I didn't say anything, and none of them did it. None of them caught on. So I just went back to doing this real fast so that they wouldn't get too confused. But if you're going to do that, say, let's wave it back and forth like this or something. I don't know. Maybe you can connect to the Holy Spirit in some way. He's everywhere in this room or something like that. I think that would be fun. But once again, I've never seen the kids actually do that part. So it's kind of up to you. If you're feeling really brave, you can try that out. And then after the bridge in our arrangement, we go back into that refrain part. I got the joy, I got the joy, I got the joy. It's the what? And then they can say the other part. Now, and then we'll go into the chorus and the post-chorus and the ending. And we do a crash out ending on this song. And that's a great moment for the kids. And if you're in a bigger environment, I would say it's a great moment to lead them through some applause. Say, let's give him praise together kind of thing. But I would say if you're in a smaller environment, I don't think that always works in the smaller environments. If you're at our Northport campus or our Sarasota campus, a lot of times the applause feels unnatural. So if they start applauding, then that's fine. But I wouldn't force let's give praise to God together in those environments because it can just feel unnatural. All right, Kids Worship Team, thank you for watching this. It's been a pleasure to speak with you, and I hope this song goes super well this weekend with the kids.